I swear that I'm up to no good. Hello, everyone! Welcome back after a long break. Once again. Fazekos Herik és a filozófus sziklája nehézségű üdvözlet mindenki és retroszpári. Hello, Peter! So, thing is that I became bilingual again because I've just got noticed that maybe it's better if I stream in English. Although I'm not sure if I should switch to Hungarian, to be honest, because if I want to get recognized, we all know that English is the best, right? So I guess it's time we got back to our main language, as usual. So, what do we have in mind? Well, as you can see around the theme, it's a Harry Potter theme for me. Others do usually like Christmas stuff and whatnot, but I decided to pop up something unique this time. And as you can see, I'm rocking my Gryffindor pajamas, and I put up some Potterisk theme on the Twitch surface or whatever it is called right now. I don't know. Sorry. So without further ado, a little nutshell why I do this. Wait, I have a better idea. I better tell it while I play it. So, as you can see, Potter theme. As long as Christmas doesn't come. So, without further ado, let's plunge into it. I just hope that the game will be kind enough to me not to split it up. I think it would be the best if I... Where's the Harry Potter icon now? Oh, I can't switch it here. Oh, I can! Nice. Alright, let's see if this little baby can be charmed. Oh, by the way, one little side note about the game. It's gonna have Hungarian subtitles. So, don't worry if you see... Shit. You should have tested this, baby. Now what? Alright, things are not gonna work well in our order, I see. And I cannot even switch. Okay, this is not gonna be in my favor again. Gotta love when things get complicated. Okay, just a sec. Come on, Streamlabs, get to this screen. What to do? Alright, until Virex won't come in to help me, I think we start out this baby in a small resolution, though I kind of feel awkward about it. It's even more awkward that I cannot switch between screens. Anywho, okay, alright, let's start with a new chapter so you can see this game in its full glory.
There was nothing about the starry sky that night to suggest that strange and mysterious things would soon be happening.
For Hungarian viewers, see the subtitle.
As unsuspecting muggles slept, a huge motorbike with a giant astride it tumbled down from the darkness. The giant, named Hagrid, left a blanket-wrapped bundle on the doorstep of number 4 Privet Drive. Nestled in the bundle was a baby. Harry Potter, the boy who lived. For the next 11 years, Harry lived with his dreadful step-parents, the Dursleys. Until that
I
fateful
will
day
fix the screen
when he
soon.
received the letter inviting him to attend Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Hagrid took Harry to Diagon Alley to purchase a most unusual list of school supplies. While at Gringotts Wizard Bank, Hagrid collected a scruffy package from Vault 713, mentioning to Harry that the package, whatever it was, would be safer at Hogwarts. Soon after, Harry caught the Hogwarts Express from platform 9 3/4 and left the Muggle world far behind. Dumbledore stood up. This term, the corridor on the 3rd floor is out of bounds to everyone who does not wish to suffer a most painful death. Harry sat beneath a sorting hat, hoping that he would not be chosen for Slytherin House over Gryffindor. Not Slytherin, eh? Said the hat in his ear. You could be great. It's all here in your head, and Slytherin will help you on your way to greatness. No? Well, if you're sure, better be Gryffindor!
Okay, we'll wait for the intro sequence and then I try to do something about the screen.
Welcome to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I am Albus Dumbledore, your headmaster. Now, Hogwarts is full of secrets, Harry, so search behind every door. But keep in mind, not all secrets are rewarding. Only this morning, I took a wrong turn and stumbled upon a room full of chocolate frogs. But alas, when I returned, they'd been replaced by a nasty horde of fire crabs. Now, up the stairs and off to your lessons. Don't be late.
It looks like the Prisoner of Azkaban. Not really. This is the base game, what you see here. It's not perfect by it means, but it's worth a try. Okay, so what can we do? Well, it's gonna be a bit unpleasant, but this is the only way I can do it. Okay, so basically I can do this, and let's hope that Potter won't be kind enough to switch it back to a small place. Come on, Potter, come back! Oh, come on! Oh, damn it. Do you want to make it window mode? Oh, hello, Phil, my goods. Yeah, possibly it should be done in window mode, because this is effed up, period.
What happened?
Hi, honey. Well, basically what happened is... Oh, hi, Ryan. Hello. Hello, Akon Tainan. Okay, so basically what happened is that the screen shrunk and I tried to fix it here on Streamlabs, which kind of worked, but in exchange I cannot switch back to Potter, seemingly.
Not even with Alt Tab.
Nope, not at all. So I guess we have to close this little baby again.
But it worked before.
Hello, Fabiard. Welcome to the stream. And it did not work, so thank you.
Holy shit though.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna run it in window mode, maybe? That's my only guess. Which I hate. Okay, possibly. Okay, Hannah, can you help me a bit? Which one means that I can run it in screen? I mean in Windows screen. This one or this one?
Top.
It was set up first.
Really?
Yeah. That was the base setting.
Okay, start it normally.
Okay. Also, seems like things got out of control here.
Okay, start it normally first, okay?
Wait, Streamlabs even messed up my this.
It's okay. Just start it normally for now.
Alright. Huh? Okay, this never happened before. Okay, I guess something happened. Well, now.
And you wanted to stretch it, right?
Yeah, but at first it wasn't this big. Yeah.
And the game still froze on the EA logo, so...
Seriously. Oh god, software render. As long as it works. Yep. Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. This is not something I wanted to do.
And it does this, right?
The only thing is being able to see the A logo this touch. Okay, I guess it froze. I'm not gonna do this, you know.
Come on.
Seriously, you mentioned that it worked like a charm before. So what happened on the halfway? And I think it's better if you...
Oh my god. Oh my god, this game. It doesn't want to be streamed!
Come now. Frozen.
Still. Come on. Why? Okay.
Still frozen.
I know. I know it's frozen. But it's not that frozen.
No, honey, it's fucking frozen. Sorry for the explicit content.
Wait.
What?
I was clicking on yes and it's... Oh my god. This is bullshit. This is bullshit!
Look, honey, you've mentioned that you've tested it.
Yes, and it worked fine.
And it worked as a charm. What the fuck happened then?
Well, did you do that update?
What update, to be exact?
You said you had an update.
Oh, you mean the graphical fix? Yeah,
Yes.
I added it because it was needed.
Well, before that it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Let me tell you this.
Yes.
We either play it vanilla, but we're gonna... Are you listening to me?
Yes.
So we either play it vanilla, but we might get stuck on Lumos, and not to mention the graphical stuff coming ahead, which is gonna be plain ugly. Or... whatever. Okay. Sorry guys. Just a sec. Break time. Alright. So I magically brought back this baby to Direct 3D. I just hope it's gonna work.
Let's check it.
Please, please work. Finally, it happened!
Yep, that was a problem. You had to run it in Direct 3D. But the screen won't be stretched.
I don't care about the screen anymore.
Hey, as long as it works!
Yeah! Oh god, alright, finally. Let's move already.
As long as it works.
Alright, sorry for the for the technical difficulties. Now it's time to go back to Hogwarts finally. Oh god. Let's drink on this.
Welcome to Hogwarts
Cheers,
School
everyone.
of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I am Albus
Rattledore,
Dumbledore, your headmaster. Now, Hogwarts is full of secrets, Harry, so search behind
he looks red with
every
the
door.
glasses.
But keep in mind, not all secrets are rewarding. Only this morning, I took
Seriously,
a wrong turn
he
and
looks red.
stumbled upon a room full of chocolate frogs. But alas, when I returned, they'd been replaced by a nasty horde of fire crabs. Now, up the stairs and off to your lessons. Don't be late.
And that's how the characters actually communicate. Ah.
Hey Harry, remember me? Ron Weasley. My brothers Fred and George have something to show you. Follow me.
Alright.
Follow me, Harry.
By the way, guys, thank you for your tips. Luckily, I managed
Hello,
to do
Harry.
the best.
We can show you how to get
Thank you
around
for the
Hogwarts.
viewer who said
As a first year, you have a lot to learn.
to
Follow us for
switch
a
the
secret
rendering
lesson.
before the game.
I'll see you later. in the
starting,
Against the Dark
so-
Arts class. Good luck, Harry.
Thank you, you're a saver. I'm a savior.
We're going to teach you how to climb. Run to the bookcase and don't stop. You'll climb up. Above the bookcase is a Bertie Bott's Every Flavour bean. Collect all the beans you can find and meet us in the next room.
Change your lighting level when climbing. Trust me. Lightning? You mean it's getting darker later on in the game, or what are you talking about, Akon? I see no problem here so far.
Well done. Now, let's try jumping. Run to the ledge, then press the jump button to jump
Man,
across.
Harry Potter was
If you fall
nice,
down,
simple
you
times.
can climb
Yeah,
back up and
indeed it
start over.
was. Hello, Jin
Meet
the
us in the
Jin,
next
by the
room.
way.
We'll take the shortcut and meet you there.
Oh, you will be surprised. You're sus, Akon, and I don't like it.
Why, it's Potty Wee Potter!
That's Peeves the poltergeist. He's always causing trouble. Peeves doesn't like first years, so watch your step.
Alright. Oh gosh, it's been a lot of years I've been here. Nothing so far.
You're getting the
I
hang
have
of
no
this.
problem.
In Hogwarts,
But
you'll find all sorts
I
of
will
wicked
keep that
tricks.
in mind.
To pick up
So
a trick,
thanks.
just run over to it. Chocolate frogs boost your energy.
I have a
Bertie
feeling
Bott's
though
Every
it
Flavour
could
beans are fun to collect.
later level,
collecting them
later
too.
stage on.
We need 25 beans,
Not
Harry.
going to break
Come back when you've got them all.
anything.
Come see us, and we'll show you the way to class.
This guy has been giving me heart attacks since immemorial. Oh, you mean Peeves? Oh, it's nothing, to be honest. Besides, Peeves is not as scary as it looks, I think.
I still find this climbing glitch funny.
Yeah, it's not perfect. We all know that. Alright, let's do the magic trick. Ha!
Yes, this one. It's still funny.
I know you like it. You found it funny. We all know the game is not perfect, but that's why we love it. I mean, not all games that are perfect are part of our great memories. It's just his sudden appearances and heck picking up this what the actual fuck.
You haven't even played the PS2 version.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Oh wait, I have to talk with the boys.
But it's on your bucket list.
Thanks, Harry.
Yep.
We couldn't have done it without you.
I'm just
We need
waiting
the
for
beach
you
for
to
some,
do the thing.
What?
What thing? Come on, Nathan,
Here's a
don't be
wizard
a
card for you.
tease.
You've earned it.
You're making me curious.
Climb through the secret exit above the bookcases to get to your first spell lesson. Good luck.
Just change your life to level 1 climbing. Okay, it's okay, but still nothing. No signs of darkness or anything.
Well, if it isn't the famous Harry Potter. I'm Draco Malfoy, and you do well to show me respect. These are my fellow Slytherins, Crabbe and Goyle. Naturally, we Slytherins are going to win the House Cup and the Quidditch Cup. You better stay out of our way, Potter. Let's go, boys.
Boo-hoo, I'm so scared of Draco.
Move along, Potter. Keep away from this corridor if you know what's good for you.
Yuck, never liked Finch. Or Fitch. Not sure how it's called.
Hello, Harry. It's me, Hermione Granger. We met on the Hogwarts Express, remember? Defense against the dark arts is through
Is it
this
just
door.
me or
Follow me.
Hermione's arms are kind of clipping through her chest? Anyway, let's use our mouse.
I am Professor Quirrell. Today we'll learn how to protect ourselves against the dark magic with the Flipendo spell. Watch my wand, then hold down the mouse button and repeat the pattern. Release the button when you're done.
Stuff would be easier if I had my tablet on. Yeah, I'm cheating.
Well,
It's not that it's
done,
going to be
Mr.
dark, it's
Potter.
just going to do a thing.
5 points for Gryffindor.
Still, it would be
And again,
good
Mr.
if you told
Potter.
me
Let's see
what
what you can
exactly
do.
is going to happen and when, HUN. Because I don't wanna face with technical difficulties. One. Yes. Oh, better!
The house with the most
Hiya!
points at the
Hi,
end of the year
Liam! Welcome to
wins
the
House
stream!
Cup. 10 points for Gryffindor. And again, Mr. Potter.
Alright, well,
let's
this
see what you
time.
can do.
Lift it up a bit. Come on. House is a bit stucky. I possibly might not get it. Yeah!
That was...
Yeah, actually, the thing that I do it backwards is a trick of mine, I realized back in my...
Go on, Mr.
Oh,
Potter.
well, this time.
Try again.
No, Flipendo, you
Well
foolish
done,
boy.
Mr. Potter.
It says Flipendo, not
20
Nintendo.
points for Gryffindor.
It won't break anything. It won't even affect anything. Harry's just going to do a thing.
Splendid.
Okay, I
You will
guess.
now enter the Flipendo challenge to practice the spell. Follow
So,
me, Mr. Potter.
is one of the only ways how you can die from falling? Yep, it's one of those. It's one of those games.
Down the mouse button to aim the Flipendo spell. Release the button to cast the spell. Try it on that barrel.
So, what I did when doing the Flipendo spell with the mouse is, well, it's kind of a cheat, I know, but it's something I recognized back when I was a child, when I played it for the possibly the second or third time, and I realized that, hey, why not going backwards?
Cast
So
your Flipendo spell
let's see what happens.
at the
And
switch on
yeah,
the wall
it happened.
to open the door. Flipendo affects all sorts of things, such as this
Hey, don't
cauldron.
ruin it now.
Knock it over, Mr. Potter.
I know this game since I was a child. Well, not really a child, I was in my teens to be exact when this game was released. Okay, can I reach that ledge? Oh, come on, Potter, you can! Whatever. Okay, just before we leave the... Oh. Yeah, it's been really ages that I've played this baby. Guess I can return later on. Actually, just change your wrapping hook. What? Barbie on the corner starts flying? No way! I'm not gonna risk it now, but I believe ya. Oh god, this is indeed a magical game then.
Well done.
Nice try, Joe.
I don't dare.
Collect your challenge stars. I'll meet you further on.
I don't know, I have a feeling that if I do it, I will ruin the game forever. Permanently. Harry Potter Glitch Fest fan. Come on! Come on, Pete, don't be a...
Hello, Harry Potter. I am Nearly Headless Nick, the Gryffindor House Ghost. Now, this is a saved game book. When you touch it, your game will automatically be saved. The game will restart from this point if you faint. You can also load a saved game from the main menu. Goodbye.
I'm not sure if... Trust me, it won't break anything. Okay, I guess I will give it a shot, but first... Let's open the door.
Nintendo!
So, I would know I speedrun this game. Okay, so you say that if I change the lightning... Oh gosh, I'm a bit scared doing so. Okay, let's see.
By climbing.
Oh, while climbing! Oh, and the cauldron has to be knocked off. Oh! Okay! Okay, I will keep that in mind. Alright, do it now. I cannot climb up yet anywhere. We accept. Not just yet. Alright, do it now. It will work. Sure, but I cannot find any ledges yet that I can climb up. Change the lighting again. Okay. Nothing. Nothing so far.
Cast your flipendo spell on this block to knock it out of the
Nothing.
way.
Nothing happened with it. And come on, we are here to relive memories and not showing glitches at all costs. Yeah, exactly. Basically, I got this game for Christmas at first from my father, because back in 2001 I became a Potterhead that year, because well, we all know that the Potter books were released back in the late 90s, but I kinda didn't feel like getting into the series yet. Oh! Huh. Let's see something.
You're going to try.
Of course! I'm curious now! Okay, so let's flip it over. I said...
While jumping.
Not in this game. You know, Chamber of Secrets. Cannot even climb up. What the actual? Oh, never mind. I just kinda yoinked it from my brother. Well, actually I got the first book for my birthday, but I didn't... somehow I didn't find the Potter series interesting back then. And so I tossed the book over to the shelf and left it for months. Then one day I decided to give it another shot because it kinda poked my fantasy, because I was curious, why was everybody loving Potter so much? Why was it so charming? And once I decided to reread the book, I reached to the point at the zoo scene when Potter happens to talk with the snake and make the glass of the snake's terrarium magically disappear. And that was the moment when I realized that this is going to be something interesting from now on. And ever since that part, I got hooked into the Potter series. I couldn't stop reading the first book. And I eventually end up reading it by the time the movie for the Silvers, of which I went to with my parents, and I just got hooked into it. I got really interested into the Potter series and Hogwarts and all that jazz of that magical world. And like I mentioned, I decided to make a Pottersamber this year because the roots of it is a very fond memory of mine, which is also related to Potter. As I mentioned before, I became a Potterhead early well, not really early, but late in 2001, and my parents noticed it. And one day, mother stepped into my room and mentioned that she would go to do some shopping with my father because we needed some supplies, food supplies for the weekend. And I was like, okay, go on, see you later. And she just left. But time passed by, and after I think like 2 hours, they rang on the door. And they told me to come out because they needed some help. I opened the door and well, guess what happened? They greeted me with the rest of the Potter books.
This is a no, Mr. Potter. They
And
like to pester young
I also
wizards.
got a few chocolate
Knock him
frogs,
on his backside
1 or
and
2
treat the
packets of
challenge.
Bertie
They
Bott's
move
ever flavored
quickly
beans.
and can be quite a nuisance.
And what else did I get? Okay, just a sec, I will continue the story soon. Now listen here, you little shits! Oh come on, it used to work like a charm when I was a kid. Okay, one left. Finally. Okay, I will go test the flying quadrant glitch. I want to see if I'm giving you the wrong instructions. Sometimes just by casting at flipped cauldron it flies. I haven't seen that one. This is actually the first time I've heard about this glitch. I guess it works on newest system. At least that's what I'm assuming. So, back to the story. Time passed by and my parents returned with a bundle of Harry Potter goodness. And that was
Mr.
one of
Potter.
my
You
best
completed the
Christmases ever.
You collected all the
And I've
challenge
checked every
stars.
single color in the game
20
for
points
skips.
for Gryffindor. Now hurry on
Well,
to the broomstick
shit
practice.
happens, guys.
Back in their Gryffindor common room, Harry, Ron and Hermione talked about their exciting first days at Hogwarts. There was much
First
talk
as
about
a
the break-in at Gringotts Wizard Bank,
vacation in
but there was little
Lumos
time to dwell on this,
Uh-huh.
since Harry and his friends were expected at their flying lesson with Madame Hooch.
Speaking of glitches, guys, I have a question for you, Akon and Farbeard.
I am your
Farbearder.
instructor, Madam Hooch. For your first
I've
lesson, you
met
will
with
fly
one
through these
specific
magic
glitch.
rings
Or bug, so to say.
and keys.
I wanted to play the game once.
The speed
through,
up and slow down
a
keys
year
adjust
ago
your flight
too.
speed.
And I couldn't
Ready,
finish the
Potter?
Lumos level.
On my whistle, then.
No matter what I do.
Watch yourself, Mr. Potter, sir.
Okay, somehow the...
Now let's see how you do with small rings.
Okay, the music is a bit glitchy now. But how can I speed up, I wonder?
Let's add a bit of height.
No such Chat controls. Oh, no. No keyboard here. Okay, this should be true. There. Yosh! Sorry for the glitching music, by the way. Okay. The other round will be better. David?
Let's try it with moving rings.
Alright, let's fetch the card.
Bonus house points for a perfect score.
Might not make it in time. I'm gonna try. Come on! Yes!
A perfect score. 20 points for Gryffindor. I also congratulate you for being the first student to find the secret room since 1867.
Jeebus, you're still writing that naturally after a decade or so. A
decade?
More like 2 decades!
Time for your charms lesson now. Good day,
Trust
Mr.
me,
Potter.
there's a lot more where this glitchy music came from. I believe this is happening because, we have a newer system and we're running an old game. But that's just my assumption.
Nintendo! 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 Nintendo!
A bot riding a broom seems legit. Silly.
Nintendo! Nintendo!
So, returning back to the Luma stage I've started to describe. Basically what happened there is that I wanted to... Doesn't matter what you do, the music is just glitchy. Yeah! At the broom stage it's gonna be glitchy. I guess it's gonna be the same fate at the Quidditch Cup, I guess.
You're early for the lesson, Harry, but I'll teach you a new spell I've learnt on my own.
So,
The spell I learned is Alahomora. It will
Let's
open
try
magically locked
Alahomora.
things, but don't get into any mischief. This is the symbol for Alahomora. When I stop, hold down the mouse button and make the same pattern. Then let go of the button.
wouldn't that nice? The Hungarian translator trolled us there a bit. Saying that it's not that hard, right? God, I hate this mouse. So about Lumos, what happened?
That's excellent, Harry.
Okay, before we continue, so what happened in Lumos? Basically what happened there is that you meet with Professor Quirrell one last time, and he says that go over the door to finish the stage. Now I entered the door and nothing happened. The game didn't script me to load the next stage, which was, I believe it was a Quidditch Cup or something else. I don't remember clearly now. It happened like 2 or a year ago. Not sure about it though. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. I don't know who it was, but thank you.
It's there.
Oh!
Shy GP.
Shy GP79, thank you for the follow. Oh, that one. Yeah, so basically the game didn't script me to load the next stage after Lumos, and I got stuck. I even tried moving around in that stage, going back and forth to that door, reinstalling the game and reinstall that save file of mine. I guess the trigger there is weird. Well, I have a plan B for that case if anything bad happens, and I hate to say that, but in worst case I'm gonna cheat there. If people don't limit FPS to 60, they can hard lock in. What do you mean limiting 60 FPS? How can you do that in? How can you do that in the game? I mean, not much can be set up here, so...
Great, Harry. I'm sure Professor Flitwick would give you 5 house points for
Your
that
game
charm.
looks correct already.
You're getting the
Thank
hang
you.
of this.
Almost.
Fantastic work, Harry.
Change it to English.
That was
Sorry,
really
I
well
can't.
done, Harry.
This is an
Professor
implemented
Flitwick would award you
Hungarian
at least 10 house
translation.
points. Practice makes perfect, so give it another go.
Besides, the audio is already in English, so you can enjoy it. Not gonna work. Okay, one last time.
That was quite impressive, Harry. Professor Flitwick will be very pleased with that attempt, Harry. I'm sure he'd give you 15 house points. Practice makes perfect, so give it another go.
Maybe? Ah! Damn it.
Oh well, that was a good try.
Yeah, the mouse is not that perfect. It was better than the mouse
Try
had.
using Alhambra. We still have a few minutes before the child's lesson. That door in front of you is magically locked.
The creature is
Cast
moving
Alhambra
like
to
some
open
Chris
it.
math teacher. Oh shit, I messed it up.
You've got it. Now, can you find the 2 secrets in this room?
Maybe not. Just yet. Alright, let's get this beat. I hope I can get all the cards during this playthrough. Really, it's so rewarding when you get all the cards.
If you're done admiring yourself, Harry, take a look at that magical chest. Cast Alhambra to unlock
Funny
it.
oh shit, I messed it up. Hermione after the second. You got it! Well, it's not easy to do this spell thingy on this kind of spells, but I'll try my best. Oh gosh, the second game is gonna be mouse buttering this mouse if you reach that. And just yet.
Charms class is through this door.
I know, but we don't care about that shit yet. I don't talk Hungarian. Well, I know, but like I mentioned, this game was installed in this way. Besides, the audio of this game is English, so I don't know what's the problem here. Maybe that's just me. Let's do this.
Welcome, young wizards. I am Professor Flitwick, and today you will learn the levitation spell Wingardium Leviosa.
What, HUN?
Observe the correct Wingardium Leviosa
No!
When I stop,
Not
hold down the
that!
mouse button
Not
and
that!
follow the
Please,
button, then release the button.
That! Forget that! Please forget me now, okay? For this little time. Don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare!
But oh, Leviosa.
No!
Good work, Mr. Potter, but you still have room to improve. 5 points for Gryffindor. Try going slightly faster this time.
I hope I'm gonna get enough. Whew. I did.
Wingardium Leviosa!
That was first rate,
Stop
Mr. Potter.
it!
10 points for Gryffindor. Let's continue with the lesson, Mr. Potter.
Come on. Yes.
Wingardium Leviosa!
That was first rate, Mr. Potter. 15
Uh-oh,
points
someone
for
else
Gryffindor.
knows.
Let's continue with the lesson, Mr. Potter.
Come on, Gryffindor. It's Leviosa.
English is my mom's language. I don't get you, pal. I mean,
Oh dear, that was awfully close.
I know. But the mouse is not perfect.
You may now enter the Wingardium Leviosa challenge to practice the spell. Follow me, Mr. Potter.
Yeah, and some of the Leviosa!
Cast Wingardium Leviosa on that statue, then move it onto that large plate.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Well done. Now go and collect the
You
challenge
should
star.
watch a
I'll
speedrun
meet you
of
at
the
the
game
end.
sometime.
Good luck, Mr. Potter.
How could you speedrun this game? I wonder.
Why not just enjoy the game?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Why not enjoying it? I mean, sure, speedrunning is a challenge, but that kind of challenge is not for me. Oh, come on! I hate them gnomes. So yeah, speedrunning is a challenge, sure, for you, but for me, I just love enjoying games, that's all. Just play them for the way they are. Cautions. Oh, I see!
Oh.
Alright, so. What's with the cauldrons and the climbing and the lightning again? So. Options. Well. Okay. Nothing happened. Oh well.
Huh. Leviosa. Leviosa.
Okay, this is hilarious. I don't know why, but I find this hilarious. Oh god. Okay, thanks, Sankon. This made my day. Oh god. Oh god. Come on. Change it more, they'll go farther. Okay, we'll test it. We'll test it. Now I'm into the fun. Alright, wait a second. There was a counter up above. Wasn't that supposed to be on the ground? Or... Oh, I just came from there. And I cannot check it. Oh well. Alright. Let's see. Well... Oh god! Honey, look!
I see. I can see that.
I can't believe it. I seriously can't believe it. Why or how or I don't know. Okay, that's it. I have no further questions. That's it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay. Wasn't there something hidden back then? Go to climb and change the lighting during the climbing animation. Oh, okay. What the fuck? Did you see that?
No. What happened?
Okay, check this out. Watch. Are you ready?
Yeah. Huh. So that's how Leviosa works. Nice.
We don't even have to cast Leviosa anymore.
You're using your mind.
Was it fun? Absolutely! Abso-fucking-lutely! It was.
Leviosa.
Now they are high. And do you even read me? Of course I do. Don't worry about it, Pete. It's just that I don't always read all of you. Also, I got stuck on the Leviosa.
Leviosa.
So yeah, that's how you make Coldrum's flag eye, and I possibly don't want to see what's below there.
There!
Yep.
Excuse me, it's
Avada
Kedavra.
Say what again?
I mean,
You know that's one of those forbidden spells, right?
what if you fall? It's Avada Kedavra.
Yeah.
It means you die!
But you don't mention that curse. You know, that's one of the forbidden curses. The other is Crucio. And there was one more. Not sure which one. I mean, not sure what was the name of it. But yeah, oh god. Never thought I would see a glitch like this! If you change the light multiple times during the climbing animation, you will go farther. Thank you! But I don't wanna make a glitch fest out of this place. I mean, sure it's fun, but let's just enjoy the game while we go, right? Okay, one last chance. Okay.
Wingardium Leviosa.
We need this to go here. Might be a bit risky, but let's do it. Okay, not gonna risk that. Had an assumption that they would fly into the ceiling, but I'm not gonna waste time. Oh, all right. Nope. By the way, back when I was a child, I was really scared of this place. I was afraid to, you know, fall into the black abyss of death.
Congratulations, Mr. Potter. You completed the challenge. You've collected all the challenge stars. 20 points for Gryffindor. Now, off you go.
Not just yet. If my memory serves well, there's something hidden. Or maybe not.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, just beans. Will come handy.
For buying cards?
Yeah. Oh, we have to face with Peeves. If my memory serves well. And not just be. Oh! Hello, Hedwig! Harry, don't get late from herbology lesson. See you soon. Yeah, to the greenhouse, thank you. Wait, well, quarters are not normal anymore. Oh, my fellow bird-brainer. You sure got into birds now, Peter. Well, no wonder why your mascot became a sparrow this year. So... which means that in the speedrun we just jump over the giant bit using the gnome. Interesting. And here's me. Oh, come on, you don't even touch me!
Now, Potter, you're ugly, but what can we do? Oh, I'm pleased, Potter, and you better watch out for me. Everyone says you belong in a zoo.
Okay, cat fighting in the background.
Look in a mirror, surely we'll...
Oh, I remember I used to have hard times with beeves here, but not anymore. It's an easy piece of cake.
Hey, Harry.
Hello.
Do you have 25 beans for us? We need the beans for some experiments.
Experiments, you know.
Nice work, Harry. We found all the beans we needed for now. Here's a wizard card then. Hope you don't have this one yet. Thanks for helping us out, Harry.
I've never heard anyone screaming pain like beeps. It is damaged and by spell and yeah, it's weird, but hey, that's just beeves. Oh, hello Hedwig. Harry, you're gonna be late from herbology class. Gryffindor might lose points. Hurry up. I almost thought Peeves. No, not PBG! In this room we skip Peeves, Fred and George, Grab and Goya and Malfoy. Sure, but like I said, I don't want to speedrun this thing now. I just want to enjoy it, like it used to be.
Hey, Potter, do you like surprises? Malfoy's got a present for you. You better watch your step around here, Potter. Slytherins don't like Gryffindors.
Like I care. Oh, come on, I wanted to go there.
Flipendo! Flipendo! Flipendo!
Okay. If memory serves well, there are a few tricks hidden here too. Just have to be careful not to meet with Malfoy yet. There's a debug mode in this game. Yeah, sure. It's gonna get handy if I get stuck at Lumos. Oh, hey Neville.
Hello, Harry. I'm Neville Longbottom. This is my Remember All. It tells you if there's something you've forgotten to do. Oh, it's telling me we have herbology class soon. Oh, I almost forgot. Watch out for Draco Malfoy. I saw him sneaking around here just a moment ago.
That you can get. I know what it's like to play a game again after a decade or more. Yeah, it's kinda charming. I mean, you can cherish the memories of that game. Yet you can also see how much time has either bitten out of it or how... by that I mean, you can see how well it aged. Not all games age well. Sure, Certainly Potter didn't age well. I acknowledge that, but still, it's a little charming game. At least that's just my 2 cents. Ooh, nice! Okay, now, if my memory serves well, there must be another card on the other side.
There's supposed to be a secret room around here, and I'm going to be the first to find it.
First of all, boy, who do you talking to? Second, I was the first to see that room. Duh!
Chocolate frogs are really good when you're low on stamina.
So if you get stuck in the most I can help you unlock the next level. Oh, you mean select the next level. That's cool.
Honey.
Yes, hon?
I don't think we ordered pizza yet.
What do you mean by that?
No change.
Just a sec. Well, let's see what the application says. Because I remember that I ordered it. By the way, please be so kind to check it on my phone. Here you have. I'm moving on with Potter. Waste pieces correctly fall down. Yeah! Game won't be stuck. Alright, let's have a little chit-chat with Malfoy.
Well, well, Potter, we meet again. Having a tour of the castle, are we? This is as far as you'll be going. You won't get past me, no matter how hard you try. Oh, boo-hoo! Potter can't get out of the castle.
What?
These wizard crackers should make you feel better.
What?
They're surprisingly good fun. Here, catch!
How kind. Come on, release it!
Ow!
Oh, okay, got it. Damn it!
Having fun yet? Ow!
Here, have some candies.
Don't cry, Potter!
Oh, come on!
Watch it!
Yes!
Curse you, Potter!
It's
Next
just the
time
same way you
won't be
destroy a
so
single
lucky.
imp in the prison basket. I wonder how she'd react to the segmented run. Segmented run? What do you mean by that? Is there something I don't know about yet? That's something to look after final fight.
Harry, over here. Hello, Harry. It's me, Hagrid. Good to see you. These are the Hogwarts castle grounds, and I'm the gamekeeper, of course. Can't believe how quickly everything grows round here. Your friend Hermione's at the entrance to the greenhouse, waiting for you. Drop round for tea later, after your lessons are done.
By the way, what you hear music, I think it's one of the best from the game's soundtrack. But what happened, I wonder? A speedrun that uses some magic to beat the game like in 1 hour and 5 minutes something. Nah, not gonna, still not gonna speedrun it.
Off to your lesson, Potter.
Fine, Percy.
The herbology lesson is just past Professor Sprout's garden. I'll wait here for Neville. I think he's got lost again. Go on, Harry. You better get to the lesson.
Okay, but first let's change. Let me check the score.
Nintendo! Flipendo! Nintendo! Flipendo! Flipendo! Nintendo! Nintendo!
Okay. Oh, hey, you see? By the way, just out of curiosity, you mentioned, Bacon, that you speedran the Sorcerer Stone. I wonder how much time does it take for you to speedrun Chamber of Secrets? Not that I would do that. Just curious.
Flipendo!
Never like these flaming snails.
Flipendo! Flipendo!
I only speedrun Pokemon. Oh!
Flipendo!
Well, I'm sure that there's something for Harry Potter too as well. But to be honest, I enjoy Harry Potter 2 more than Harry Potter 1. I remember that. Although, I still cherish the memories I got from the first game. I probably won't learn Harry Potter 2. Oh, it's alright. I was just curious, you know. If I remember what those fountains were unlockable. Oh well. Oh no, fire on your plant. Oh, not fire on your plants. Wrong game.
But close.
But close, yeah. I heard that. Thought so you would hear that. I mean, you would hear that, Peter. Oh, you shouldn't have, you know. But thanks. Sometimes the charm, eh? Alright, let's see if we have anything else here to be done. Have a good stream. I'll take me off now. Okay, thank you for the help, by the way, Akon. And take care. Have a nice night. Bye. And Thanks again for the hilarious cauldrons. Alright, let's see. This looks suspicious for me. What if I try it from here? Still, I remember that something has to be done with the pigeons. Somewhere. Damn it! I can't! Don't bite me! No. Oh no! Oh no! I will like these moves. Yay! Trick bar. Nothing? That's strange. Or maybe I casted a spell there already. Still, I have a feeling that I missed something. Oh shh!
Wingardium Leviosa!
I hope I won't get bitten by that plant. Ooh, luckily not. Okay, that's all nice and dandy, but still, I have a feeling. And my suspicion was right. After all. Died on the plant, so I got the curse. Yeah! You're welcome! It was me who started it, so... don't worry. Get used to it. What, hon?
Just the official KFC. Wanted to deep fry some veg.
Deep fry?
Yep.
You mean cook?
Yep.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yes.
Why? Why would KFC do that?
They mistook it for the Twitter logo.
Okay.
It's really not fun.
Okay, so I just made a run. Still, I have a feeling that I have missed something.
Wow!
Hey Harry!
It was like
Have you
20 years
collected
ago
25
we
beans?
played this? Yeah.
Thanks for helping us out, Harry. Here's a wizard card then. Hope you don't have this one yet.
It's gonna be circa 20 years ago.
Come on, George. We've got work to do.
And here's one of the houses. Yeah, Godric Gryffindor. One of the house masters, or I don't know what it's called in English.
Founders.
Founders, thank you.
He's one of the founders of Hogwarts.
Yeah. The brave and bold Gryffindor.
Godric Gryffindor.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Oh shoot. I probably missed one. Here he is, Godric Gryffindor. They sounding like RS, or maybe they just recruited so many British voice actors and actresses that I find it more funny somehow. Actually Harry Potter takes place in England, so no wonder why you have that feeling.
In the UK.
Yes! I remember this card. This was one of the well-hidden ones back 20 years ago. I haven't found at first. So possibly my Folio Magi looks in a better shape. Gosh, I love this music. Oh Lord, I've just remembered when I heard people talking about our Prime Minister, I thought he attended Hogwarts.
Welcome, class. I am Professor Sprout. Today we'll learn the Incendio spell, which is useful against all manner of dangerous plants. Observe the correct Incendio symbol. Hold down the mouse button and follow the pattern. Then release the button.
Incendio!
First-rate
Incendio,
Mr.
yeah.
Potter. 5 points for Gryffindor. Let's continue with the lesson, Mr. Potter.
Incendio!
A first-rate Incendio, Mr. Potter. 10 points for Gryffindor. Try to go a little bit quicker this time.
Well... I got it. Woo!
Incendio!
That is an outstanding Incendio for a first year. 15 points for Gryffindor.
One last time.
Try to go a little bit quicker this time.
Damn it, mouse! Not gonna make it. Too bad. And I asked back how in the world that they already knew I misheard it and it was Oxford. Ah.
Now it's time for the Incendio challenge. Through the doors, Mr. Potter. I'll watch you from the balcony.
Okay. You would rock the
Those
grades
are
at school
spiky
if you
bushes.
attended
You may
Gryffindor.
cast Incendio on them, but
Well,
step back to
I was
avoid their
better
nails.
with another mouse than this.
Incendio! Incendio!
Oh,
Incendio!
oh shh!
Nintendo!
Almost. Don't tell me there's a sword.
Incendio! 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 Incendio!
Alright. So, yeah. To be honest, I maxed out all the classes back then, but it seems like that this mouse is something I cannot control well. Or maybe that's just me.
This is a typical species of venomous tentacula. Cast Incendio to wilt it.
Incendio!
Good work. Now collect the challenge stars to complete your lesson. Away you go.
Not just yet.
Incendio! 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 Incendio!
We have a few secrets here.
Alhambra! Incendio! 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 Incendio!
Gotta make another one of these coordinates. Let's see what that chest holds.
Incendio!
Alright.
Alhambra! Lipendo! Alhambra! Flipendo! Alhambra! Alhambra!
as with the Prisoner of Azkaban. The only problem with this game is that it has such a long learning curve. So as with the Prisoner of Azkaban. What do you mean by learning curve? I don't get you. Not gnomes again. Bastards. Oh, is it that? You had 3 spells divided into 3 characters and over the course of the game was like a tutorial for them. Oh! I see now. Here.
Those vines are attacking that poor tree.
Cornish pixie out of nowhere?
That looks like a doxy.
Oh, it's a doxy!
Ouch!
Strange. Okay.
Those vines look dangerous. I better not step on them.
Like, when you first learned the new spell, they immediately threw Ron, Hermione or Harry down an hour-long tutorial area and it barely moved over the story. Well, same here as well, but I have no trouble with that. But that's just me. After all, this is a platforming game, sorts of, so... But I don't know. Maybe that's just me and my nostalgia that takes you away. Alright. Okay, gotta be careful here. Don't wanna... Oh, that.
Incendio! Incendio!
Okay, Harry. Oh shit! Woo! Close call. Okay, something has to be done here. I remember that. But it's kind of disappointing how they just let go of the player's hand and not put in so many things to learn. They could have used those megabytes to build levels or more story segments instead of wasting it on tutorial purposes. I know. I enjoyed Azkaban, but I think that was some of the easiest Potter games I've played. So, and I didn't find it as charming as Chamber of Secrets or the Sorcerer's Stone. I guess part 2 is coming up now in this challenge. I hate that gnome. You bastard.
Can't you put them in those holes?
It's not that game, you know. You know, this is not Chamber of Secrets. Yet. Okay. 40. I'm searching every nook and cranny for the cards. Though some parts of them were pretty fun and surprising, like when Harry is being sent down by Lupin to an ice cave that has that pesky slide where he can slide off to his death. Totally reasonable gesture of a teacher. Well, that's just Harry Potter for you. Oh gosh, I hope I did not miss any of the cards at the last place. Okay. Wait, what was that? Oh, a bee. I just hope I did not miss any of the cards. I don't know why, but I have this uneasy feeling now that I might have missed one. Uh-oh. There's going to be one.
Incendio! 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 Incendio!
This must be a card. Alright, let's check it. Where's the next page? If it is, then everything's fine. Oh no. Yeah.
Ouch.
I might have missed one.
Incendio! Nintendo! 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 Nintendo!
Congratulations, Mr. Potter. You completed the challenge. You've collected all the challenge stars. 20 points for Gryffindor. Now off you go.
Reminds me I've had the Potteristic question in my head for a while now. Go on, shoot it!
There you are. I hope you did well in your herbology class. I've got something I need to talk to you about. Be best to discuss it back at my hut. Meantime, you're going to be late for your broomstick training. Off you go.
Here comes Neville. He looks quite upset. Best go and see what he wants. Please help me. So Longbottom has gone snivelling to you, and you want me to give you his precious Remembrall. I think I'll leave it somewhere for Longbottom to collect. How about up a tree? Think you can catch me? Come on then, Potter. Give me back Neville's Remembrall, Malfoy. You want the Remembrall back? See if you can catch it. And you better watch out for my bludgers!
Ouch. Come back, will you little...
Piece of shit.
Goodbye.
You damaged my broomstick, Potter! You'll pay for this! Here, take this stupid thing. I've no use for it. You've got my Remembrall back. Thanks, Harry. I'll be able to find my toad now. Come here, Trevor. Come back. I remember now. I left Trevor near the herbology class. There are plants there that eat toads.
Mr. Potter, I'm Professor McGonagall, Deputy Headmistress of Hogwarts and Head of Gryffindor House. Although I do not approve of your chasing Malfoy about, I'll admit you have remarkable talent on a broomstick. Ordinarily, first-year students may not compete in Quidditch. In your case, we might overlook that rule. Harry, Gryffindor's first Quidditch match of the year is later this afternoon against the formidable Slytherin team. See you then.
Oh, to be a 91. I love Harry screaming so when he falls. I don't, to be honest. So, in Chamber of Secrets, Potter's got his own room at the Nelson's house? No! How did he do that after being under the stairs? You mean the Dursleys, by the way. Peter, like if he has gotten back, he was probably so scolded, or much like maybe he'd have been kicked out by them after his first year passing. Well, keep in mind that the Dursleys are watched, if I'm not mistaken, by the Wizarding Board. Not sure about it though.
How could they allow a first year to play Quidditch?
I feel bad, but it's very funny. No, I hate to listen to that. Same goes for Lara Croft as well in the Tomb Raider series. In the old Tomb Raider series, to be exact. Oh, fire crabs. Peter is still Flipendo, not Nintendo. Lorna, Peter, Lorna. Chocolate frog? Anywho, I've just took a peek at the GameCube version of this, and did you find it interesting or something? Oh no, Doxy!
Flipendo!
I thought this PS2 version.
To be honest, I have no clue.
I think it's the same as the PS2 version. I mean the GameCube.
I don't know, but I'm being raped by a Doxy! Alright, let's bust the move because we ain't gonna get
nature content on screen.
Nature content on screen.
You said you are being raped by
Oh, sorry. You know, not literally, it's just figuratively.
I know. That is.
I guess the PC version is far superior. Really? It looks that bad? Yeah. Wow. Good to know, although I'm not sure if I should be. It would look better, but it plays much worse. Why? What's the difference? Is it that bad? Is it that terrible? Okay, if my memory serves well, there's something hidden behind these bushes. Or maybe over there? I don't know why, but I remember that somewhere out there there was a bush where you could cast Flipendo and see. Oh no!
Oof! Ouch! Flipendo!
Get away from me, you!
Flipendo! Flipendo! Ah! Flipendo! 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 Flipendo!
Come here, you little! It's different in many ways, but it doesn't fit with the GameCube at all. It's home turf still, I see. Well, what I do know for sure is that the PS1 version is ridiculous. And pizza arrived. Aha! I remember that bush now. It's gonna be over there. That one, if I'm not mistaken. At least I can laugh on it. Yeah. Or try to make through it with pain and suffering. Oh, come on, don't take it that negative. I mean, try to look the bright side of it. At least you laugh in a game that is ridiculous because of its nature. It's my choice, but it's usually the former one. Yeah. Right.
Incendio! 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 Flipendo!
Now we head to the other side.
Incendio! 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 Aurora!
Okay, there must be a card nearby. So pizza has arrived. Trust me, I could eat a few slices too. 1 or 2 at least. Pick up Sunny on 06. If I've been viewing it a disgrace for the industry, which I do, but not that much to cause me headaches, I wouldn't tell that many jokes out of it. I kinda acknowledge it as a masterpiece now. Oh, come on, don't exaggerate it. Chocolate frog flavored pizzas? No. Oh, let's see, how's the folio magi? Oh! I didn't miss one. I guess it's good then. Still have a chance to complete the game. Which is cool. And for a moment I thought that I had lost it. Ah, relief. Okay. Now there is this spot. This looks sus. And yeah, masterpiece in a bad way. That game is still a delicately top third sculpture of shit. I can get up somewhere. Careful now. It's still high. Too high for me. There must be a way to that place. I don't know, I feel it. I have it in my guts that it can be solved somehow.
Ow!
Ow? Come on!
Incendio! Incendio!
Maybe up above there? And I cannot go back.
Incendio! Incendio!
Suspicious. Hi! Hello, Zaki! Welcome to the stream! Okay, there must be a way. There's gotta be a way to reach that point. I know, but this leads to the card. Unless it had a... Nope, there's nothing. What? here? I didn't see anything. I don't want to use walkthrough because that counts as cheating. I want to solve it myself. I'm sure that my younger self will laugh out loud now that... You loser, you can't figure it out, eh? Alright, not in this harsh way, but I'm sure she would laugh. Let's see. Oh well.
Harry, over here. Come along then, I've something to show you now. By the way, congratulations on making the Quidditch team. Word travels fast round Hogwarts.
Hagrid, yeah!
Welcome to my home, Harry. It's small, but still roomier than your cupboard under the stairs, eh? Now I can show you what I wanted to talk to you about. It's a dragon's egg, Harry. But it's our secret, mind you. The egg is at a very delicate stage. I can't leave it here alone, but I need some fire seeds to give it that last burst of heat to make it hatch. Harry, can you fetch me some fire seeds? I grow them in caves out in the garden. I need you to collect as many fire seeds as you can find. Careful though, there's spitting fire and the seeds are hot.
Thank you.
Let them cool down before you pick them up. Off you go then.
Thank you. Bon appetito, thank you! I haven't eaten for a while. So...
We really have to eat.
Ouch! Nintendo!
Oh, fuck it. Excuse me. Fucking Doxy! How kind.
Schmutzig!
More Doxies, I see.
Actually, no. Schmutzig means dirty in German.
Oh.
So this isn't actually Hungarian gibberish.
Yeah.
Kind of, but not really. it was perfect. We D-Rex.
I don't know, but the sound mixing in this game is so good. Really? What does he mean by that? Ah! Oof. Woo! Yeah, this was a close call.
Nintendo!
Oh no. Oh no. Mm-hmm.
Almost.
Morgana Lee Fey from the Arthurian agency. Let's go there.
Nintendo! Nintendo!
Those are sound effects and stuff. Jesus Christ, like the footsteps and such. It varies depending on what biome or environment are you in. When does the music come in? Oh, I see.
Nintendo!
I know.
Nintendo! Nintendo! Alohomora! Nintendo! Nintendo! Alohomora!
Oh.
Oh. I guess we won't jump after that.
Geronimo!
Nintendo!
Well, I'll finish this stage and we'll continue next time.
That must be a fire seed plant. Hagrid told me to stay away from the hot seeds. Flipendo!
Oh. Thank you.
Nintendo! Alohomora! Flipendo!
haven't finished this page and we'll call it a day then. So far it's easy. Mm-hmm.
Nintendo! Flipendo!
Mm-hmm. Oh. Get into the abyss. Yep.
I think you should go in that direction.
No.
What happened?
Well,
Shouldn't that
thing open? Yeah. It should have opened.
But it did not.
Yeah.
It did not open.
Yeah. Hmm.
Why, in the living name of Hagrid, did not this door open?
Okay. Guys.
Geronimo!
PTSD. Never like this sound. And fuck. Alright, well it's 9 o'clock, so I guess I'll stop here. It's better be this way. Alright. Well, let's check back. Again, thank you for joining. Well, hope you enjoyed this little Potter December beginning, and we'll continue next week. On which day? I don't know just yet, so make sure you join our Discord server, Starbeans Cafe. Oh, thank you for the subscribe.
Follow.
Follow Barbie Order. So I will continue the Adventures of Harry Potter next week. Not sure which day though. It's gonna be announced on the Discord server. And then let's hope we can move on with little Harry and continue more cards and hopefully cross over the Rumas section. So again, thank you for joining and take care. Have a nice night. Have a nice day. See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.